So important to their intensity and their tempo.
Well, the thing that Matt Myers does extremely well, he has a first effort. Here's Beardbrier in a break, though.
Matska takes a shot, rebound, Pele shoots and Pele scores! Just as Ron Schuger always says, he finds the right area, he finds the right spaces, and 8 minutes and 51 seconds into the opening period, John Pele shoots and scores, and it's John Pele's 57th goal of the year. He's second in this year's playoffs.
Great work by the Devils, get possession, and Beardbrier lays it up for Matska. Matska just pounds it, and Pele picks up the rebound and deposits it right in the back of the goal. This line has been doing it all year. Pele, forward of the year in the Elite League, and led the league in scoring, gets on the board and scores a big goal here now. He didn't score yesterday, but what a beauty here to open up the Devils' scoring account today. To the top, and both the homegrown talent and the imported players have contributed.
Well, it's a Pele. Pele takes a shot. It was deflected. Kowalski doesn't like it. He's seen something he doesn't like, but right out in front. That deflection beats Kowalski. The Cardiff Devils lead by 2-0. Robert's gone down. Pele took the shot. Maybe the replay came up for Robert.
I think there was trouble in front as Beardbrier was being a screen for Pele's shot, and you watch as Craig Weller lays it out to Pele. He just shoots the puck and good things happen, and redirected as Kowalski. You see him responding to being in front, and he thinks it's a high stick, potentially off of Beardbrier's stick. I think it goes off Corey Nielsen's stick as you watch the replay here, and Nielsen actually goes off his glove and past Kowalski, and Kowalski's bemused there in the Nottingham Panthers goal. Bottom line is, though, it crossed the goal line, and it's going to count, and I think Pele will probably get credit for his second goal of the game.
58th goal of the season, 58. That's just greedy. John Pele comes to the party at just the right time. Ryan takes the shot. Lyle makes the save. Thought he'd lost it for a second, but he hasn't. And for the second time in 2 days, the Panthers have got to come from 2 goals down.
They were down early in the first 6-7 minutes of the game yesterday against Sheffield, and now this is a different product, though. This is a different team we're taking on here. The Devils are probably peaking at just the right time as we look at Kowalski, who's now been beaten twice. He was the difference yesterday on a penalty shot against Ben Simon too, but watch this play again. As Pele shoots, it's always a good thing to take a shot. Doesn't matter where you are. You see Kowalski already responding to referee Maury Hansen, and then Beardbrier getting dumped in front. But I going for the Devils, but you're right. Bellamy was a kickstart in the offense, and there you go.
Redirect, and they've got it. It's Beauregard out in front. Danny Myers drilled into the net. Beauregard in front of Stevie Lyle. The Nottingham Panthers are back in it. Holy smoke, what a playoff final we have at the NIC. It's David Beauregard again.
A whole different game now as a result of that goal from the Nottingham Panthers, and Beauregard right in front. We talk about the chuck and the draw. He wins that one. Myers gets a shot through, and Beauregard, I think, is the one who redirects it in front. You watch Myers. The puck is kind of bobbling. It's a little bit of a change-up, and Beauregard, standing there in a tripod position, has the puck redirected through his legs and through the legs of Stevie Lyle in the Devils' goal. And Lyle beaten cleanly on that one, and good traffic in front, and Beauregard gets rewarded.
David Beauregard leads playoff scoring, his 4th playoff goal of this 2011 Elite League campaign. Buff will hit the red line and chip in. Hill, and here is a chance for Phil Hill. He sees the one-timer coming in and scores! Ryan Finnerty on cue. We talk about the man. He jumps into the Cardiff Devils bench. Ryan Finnerty shoots and scores. The Cardiff Devils lead by 3-1.
This play from the Cardiff Devils could be a backbreaker here within the first 32 seconds of the second period. Phil Hill just lays it on a plate for Finnerty to step in, and he drives it, much like he did yesterday in the semifinal against the Belfast Giants. He comes in and hammers it hard and low, and you see how much it means to him as he celebrates. Phil Hill, the puck is rolling. He takes a chance. Finnerty takes a chance at catching it while it's still moving. And this is a huge goal for the Nottingham Panthers to let up here in this first 30 seconds of the second period.
On cue.
Well, it was an incredible play. Here's an easy
Chance
one for Nottingham.
Goal! A simple goal. What were the Cardiff Devils defensemen doing there? It's Myers, it's Clark, but it's Matthew Myers, the scorer. The Cardiff Devils went to sleep and a 2-0 in front of Stevie Lyle. What was going on?
Unbelievable chance here. It's like we know what we're talking about. There's the man, Matt Myers, who is a game breaker and can be the difference tonight. He's Cardiff born and bred when he plays for the Nottingham Panthers, and it's Jared Adams who just leaves a little bit of a miscued puck behind the goal, and Galbraith lays it out to Matt Myers with the backhand. just slots it right through Stevie Lyle. And again, we talk about that playing style. Stevie Lyle, he wants to stay up and take the shot. And Matt Myers doesn't waste any time. He gets the shot off in a hurry. And what a bounce back goal from the Panthers.
Well, at 2-0, you thought the Cardiff Devils had the upper hand, but this Nottingham Panthers team doesn't know when it's beaten. They've shown that in the Challenge Cup. They've shown it at the back end of the league season.
That's a new Elite League record. He has had a tremendous season, but sometimes we look and monitor stats and think that is, in fact, an indication of performance. Right now, he's performing when his team needs him most.
Well, he's conceded a fluky goal for the Nottingham Panthers. They threw it at the net. It bounced and it bobbled. And it somehow got through, and I think it was Jeff Arima who has put the Nottingham Panthers back in this one. We're tied at 3. Finities was sexy. This was scruffy, but they all count.
They certainly do, and watch this play. It bounces, it's airmail, and it ends up just getting over the line here. Stevie Lyle holds in his goal, and what do? They don't teach you how to make saves on this particular play. It's a lofted, long-distance flip of the puck. And Harima gets on the end of it, I think, here, and he makes a tremendous play just to get enough momentum to push it over the line, and he gets reward for being in the right place at the right time, and we're level at 3.
5 now, Levers is back into the action, and we've got just over 2 minutes remaining. And this line looks like it's out there all the time. Finnerty tries to find Hill. It almost looks like they're double shifting. I'm sure they're not. Voth, oh, we had a chance to find Smith, but instead shoots and scores. And the Mayor of Cardiff puts the Devils back in front, 4 goals to 3. Michael motorcycle. He empts one way, he empts the other. And surely when the pass was on for Voth, we all thought they'd missed their opportunity, but big bad Brad Voth shoots and scores.
Something out of nothing exactly here as Phil Hill gets the pass from Finnerty. Brad Voth is bouncing around, and then Christmas comes early as he just turns and fires up over the glove of Kowalski. And watch this shot here as the water bottle goes exploding off the top of the goal. And Brad Voth bouncing back after maybe taking a ill-advised penalty here against Nikolaev. Right now puts his team back in front here late in the second, and it's a massive goal from the big man from South Wales.
Cup, he so passionately wants to lift the Elite League Championship. Billy Ryan comes at speed, takes a shot and scores! What a finish by Billy Ryan! Lovely pass from Myers, but it was all about the speed of Billy Ryan, and he just came with just Mark 4 speed, and Ryan ties it. Again, the Panthers tie it at 4-4.
A moment of individual brilliance here as Billy Ryan, right through the heart of the ice and right through the heart of this Devils defense, steps right through and challenges Mark Smith, and then is able to deposit high and upward over Stevie Lyle's glove side, and it is in and out quicker than you can see it as Billy Ryan just makes it happen. And again, another star from the Nottingham Panthers arrives to level this game now at 4.
In his 4th playoff game for the Nottingham Panthers, Billy Ryan scores his first playoff goal.
There's a guy in the power play who can make things happen. The power play hasn't proved to be really influential in this game. It's been players making those individual plays that has amounted to the 4 goals that we see for both sides at the moment. But Galbraith is dangerous.
And Arima it was with a moment of brilliance there, and a goal! It's David Beauregard! The Panthers trail by 2 twice. And the Panthers come back. They don't know they're beaten. And Corey Nilsson's side through David Beauregard makes it Nottingham Panthers 5, the Cardiff Devils 4.
David Beauregard was the most prolific goal scorer in the Elite League a couple seasons ago, and he shows you why. He only scored 31 this year, I say only, but look at the big one he scores now. Comes out from behind the goal, and quickly Stevie Lyle without a stick, unable to be able to be solid on that post. And he loses his stick to his defenseman there, and while he's just trying to regain possession, Beauregard sees a little daylight between his legs, and he's able to exploit it for a massive 5th goal, the first time the Panthers lead in this hockey game.
There is a timeout for the Cardiff Devils as we see that goal again. And Beauregard bounces off it. It was Michel that got him. Corey Nilsson, 30 seconds away, Corey Nilsson from a double. A Challenge Cup and a playoff double. The Nottingham Panthers, 2 goals down in the semi-final, 2 goals down in the final, not once but twice. And the Panthers have shown the character to become the 2018 playoff champions. That's unless Weller can do something in the next 8 seconds. Kowalski's gone miles out of his goal there, and Kowalski got took from Weller. And then offside is called. The Hunter blows. The game is over. The Panthers bench erupts. The Nottingham Panthers have won the playoff finals. They go to Kowalski. They should go to their coach Corey Nelson. They should go to Strachan. And Brett Pope, the Nottingham Panthers, deservedly over this weekend have ended up with the big prize.
They do deserve it, and they hung fire. The Cardiff Devils looked like they were in the driver's seat for much of this hockey game, but when it mattered at those crucial junctures, when the Nottingham Panthers had to answer, they did. And they did it here with a David Beauregard winning goal late in his third period. They found a way to control that potent offense from Cardiff, and they go away champions in the playoffs in 2011, and they earned it.
2-1 they trailed at the end of the first. 4-3 they trailed at the end of the second, but they got those 2 important goals in the final period. Billy Ryan ties it. David Beauregard gets his second. There's plenty of reaction down on the ice. The Nottingham Panthers, they're the champions.
Were unable, well, they killed that one, but then Vaughn came back to score, but Nicola, one of those real mentally tough plays to withstand that pressure.
How good mate Rick Strachan and Corey Nelson. He lifts his second trophy. The speculation will already be starting of his future, but you have to tip your hat. What a job. He's won the double.
Full credit. I mean, to win the double in this tough, tight league, Corey Nielsen has stayed tough and been resilient all year, and he's probably going to return now as the Nottingham Panthers head coach, you would expect.
We're running out of time, folks, but there's still time for Danny Myers. He's there now with Eamon Convery. He's going to lift the championship trophy. Danny Myers is the captain. The Nottingham Panthers are the 2011 Elite League playoff champions. The NIC goes crazy. The Panthers win it again. And Danny Myers lifts the trophy. And he goes to his supporters. He goes to his fans.